Hey guys, it's Roha here, and I'm just going to do a quick video on my critical mass build. It has become very popular in the wizard community, and so I thought I'd do a quick video on it because I have been extremely successful with it. I cleared Inferno very quickly with my new wizard, and I wanted to show you guys how I did it. And first thing I'll go over is the skills, and I'll give you a quick explanation on them. And then I'll go over my gear and stuff like that you want, gear priorities and stuff like that. And then I'll go into a quick little game, a little bit of gameplay at the end. And I'll make it really quick because I don't want to waste your time. I hate watching like super long YouTube videos, and I'm sure you guys are doing the same, so I'll make it quick. Alright, so for people that don't know already, Critical Mass is a passive skill with the Wizard, and what it does is it shaves off 1 second of cooldown time for all your skills every time you crit. So the whole objective is to crit lots, and you're just going to be able to spam a few of these skills that are going to turn you into a tank. Alright, the skills that I use for this, and they're very effective with this build, one being Frost Nova, and Frost Nova pretty much shuts down damage output by your enemies. It freezes them, gives you a few seconds to deal out some damage, get all your cooldowns back, and do it again. The next skill is your primary proc skill. What this does is allow you to trigger your critical mass procs. And I use Energy Twister Wicked Wind for its ridiculous high proc rate. It allows you to just critical mass, like it procs so often. Another awesome thing about this is you're allowed to throw up a bunch of Energy Twisters at once, and the only downside of this skill is it has a very low damage output. Alright, so now you're going to need a damage skill. I love to use Explosive Blast. There's a couple other options, but Explosive Blast Chain Reaction does a ridiculous high amount of damage, and you're able to use this very often due to critical mass. Diamond Skin with Crystal Shell is another key skill for this. What it does is turns you into a tank. You're allowed to absorb tons and tons of damage, and you're able to use it like honestly every 1 or 2 seconds. You can use this. Energy Armor, Prismatic Armor is your next one you're going to want to use. It turns you into just a beast. Your resistances and your armor just goes to the roof of this, and damage reduction is key. It'll actually help Diamond Skin become even stronger. The last skill you're going to choose is actually very optional. I choose Teleport Safe Passage, just because it actually, when you teleport, it actually turns you into a more tank, 30% damage reduction for 4 seconds after you teleport. But the main reason why I use this skill is to actually get out of those tight situations, because you will get in them, especially being a tank, a melee tank. So I like it, but there's a couple other options. Slow Time is another great one. But yeah, that's optional, whatever you want there. And the passive skills I like. Galvanizing Ward, I'm surprised I was able to pronounce that, but that's a great one, as it just increases your armor. It's honestly, that one's kind of up in the air. You can choose a few things. Blur, your melee, it makes sense to have more melee damage taken. It's more damage reduction. 20% is pretty huge. Critical mass, obvious. Alright, so now I'm just going to go over the gear that you're going to want to throw on, and this pretty much I'm just going to go over the priorities that you're going to want on each item, and I'll show you my gear first here just so you guys have an idea. But I was actually able to clear all of Inferno, no problem. I think I died once in all of Inferno, and I had no problem, none at all. Alright, gear priorities. The number one gear priority is definitely critical hit chance. This is pretty much what your gear build is going to be based around. You're going to want at least 30%. I recommend 35 to 40% because it does make a big difference, those small percentages. So you're going to want to look for a lot of gear that has, in every piece that you can, critical hit chance. The second most important stat is Arcane Power on crit. This is such a key stat. It helps you just constantly keep your skills on lockdown by constantly regenerating your Arcane Power. And honestly, it is much needed skill. Try to get it on every single piece. As you see, I have it on my weapon, I have it on my offhand, and I have it on my helm. Number 3 is armor and all resistances. You're a tank, so you're going to need all the damage reduction you can get. It actually helps Diamond Skin so much to have more armor and all resistances, so that is the next thing you're going to want to look for on an item. Number 4 is vitality and percentage to life. To be honest with you, this is the one class you're going to really not need a lot of vitality and percentage to life, which makes it very cheap to get great gear. It helps, it really does, but it's not needed. You do not need super high vitality. I have 25k life and I can just destroy everything in Inferno, so it's really not that big of priority. The next thing you're going to look for is intelligence and crit damage. This is going to help you clear things a lot quicker, making it a lot easier for you. Now, a lot of people kind of think that after 1.03 came out that attack speed has become garbage on items. This is not true, especially for critical mass builds, because essentially attack speed will give you higher crit percentage, and that is, like I said, is so clutch for a critical mass build. It's going to allow you to keep your stuff on lockdown a lot easier. So attack speed, it's very complicated how it works, but it will give you higher crit chance. Now you're probably thinking too, why doesn't he have a shield? He's a tank. But I much prefer a source rather than a shield. It gives you more damage, you can clear things faster, and of course you can get crit hit chance on it. And the main one on that, the difference between shield and this is the crit, or the arcane power on crit, which is big. It's really big, like I said. I can't emphasize that more. Alright, so now I'm just going to go really quickly into gameplay. I won't go too much into depth of this because you can kind of be, a lot of players just play a little bit different, but the main thing here is you want to go in, you're going to want to Nova them, freeze them, so you know what I mean, you can get in there and do your thing. I try to get right in the middle of a big pack if you can, and as soon as you Nova them, you're just going to want to Wicked Wind, get those crits up, and just spam your 4 main skills, and you pretty much become an absolute tank. And always keep energy armor on, that's another big thing. And don't forget to like and comment on the video. It honestly means a lot to me, especially when you guys comment, because I love reading the comments. The feedback is so awesome, it helps me so much. And subscribe if you already haven't. I make D3 videos every single day. I do mostly, right now, I'm in the Wizard. I do mostly Demon Hunter though, and I'm going to be doing other classes soon. So subscribe for great D3 content. And before I forget, and I always forget to do this, is follow me on Twitter, guys. I love putting a face to you guys, to all the comments and stuff. Like, follow me. We have a lot of fun on there. And I put the link in the description below. So yeah, follow me, and I'll talk to you guys on there. Cheers.